Hi, I'm Mark, and I wanted to tell you a few things about Northern Bootcamp. First off, it's one of the cheesiest things I've ever done in my life, but without a pre-camp video and maybe a couple of pictures in this particular top, there was no other way of explaining it to you. So I went out to boot camp pretty much with my profile like this. Nothing to write home about apart from too many Christmas dinners and a completely wrong style of life. Now, obviously it's a pillow, and obviously this top really doesn't fit anymore. And I even have a belt, not quite the waistline I'm after, but that's next. So I wanted to explain a couple of things, really, in some way, hopefully to help people with some decisions, and just to let you know what boot camp can do for you. And first off, you know, it's a tough decision. It's an admittance that you need some help. It's possibly in your mind leaving you open to some sort of ridicule. You know, maybe you don't want to tell your friends, maybe you don't want to tell your family, maybe you just don't want to be there being, for me, the biggest guy on camp, and you know, the insecurities that you may feel with that. So let me reassure everybody that that's just not the case. You know, you will have that process maybe when you're thinking about signing up, but actually the camp is extremely supportive. Let's just talk about the people that attend the camp to start with. That they in some way become your new family. You know, it truly is like a big brother house where you are living together 24/7, and you get to know people really well. But not just that, everybody is so supportive of everything. You know, there wasn't a single time on camp when I felt that I was subject to any ridicule, or I was just completely supported. You know, and I made some great relationships with people. You know, one of my friends, my new friends, David, really helped me throughout the entire 2 weeks, and you know, I'm not quite sure I would have motivated myself enough as David did, but you find that within the people that are actually attending, on top of which you're surrounded by Dan, Caroline, Colette, and Conrad, the incredible Michelin star chef in my eyes. These guys are just completely professionals. They know exactly what they're doing. You know, this plan is calculated and worked out. You know, the food is actually pretty stunning, and I'm a foodie, and it's up there with some of the good restaurants that I've been to, thanks to Conrad's planning and careful dietary requirements for individuals, and looking at the calories and the nourishment and everything that's in the food that they provide. Dan and Caroline and Colette individually know exactly what they're doing. These are trained professionals. They know what they're doing. You know, I can't speak highly enough of them. They are all individual, and they have their own individual styles. But at no time do you feel any pressure to do anything that you can't do, and actually stuff that you can't do. The chances are that there's definitely an alternative for you. In my particular case, bad knee, can't run, put me on a bike. Genius. All of the high intensity training that goes on during camp, I was able to do. So that was part of it, and you can understand my motivation for doing it. I wanted to lose weight, but not for the way I possibly looked, but more for my well-being, my future, my children, my loved ones, my, you know, everything. You know, since I've been back, I have so much more energy. I can chalk for England. I probably could have before. Also starring, it was fun. I mean, it was absolutely fun. You know, there were times when I was sweating so badly, I couldn't even see, because I was putting in so much effort. And it was just coupled with laughter and fun and enjoyment. You know, it's not all about picking up a weight. It's not all about running. There are lots of different activities that the guys kindly put on. You know, I'll give you one example of walking up. I'm going to call it a mountain. I think it was a mountain. The first week I did it, honestly, my heart was coming out of my chest. I mean, I could barely get up it, and it wasn't just a casual stroll. It literally was at times up and up and up, and I completely struggled with it. Did the same climb a week later, and I can tell you that I barely broke a sweat. And after the first week's results, it's hardly surprising, you know. I'll tell you about my weight loss because I have nothing to hide, and I want people to understand actually what's achievable. But I was over 20 stone when I went, and I lost close to 2.5 stone, almost 2.5 stone. And it made me cry, to be honest, because I didn't think that was possible. But it is possible, and honestly, if I can do it, any one of you out there can do it. And maybe that's not your goal. Maybe your goal isn't weight loss. Maybe it's fitness. And these guys, as I said, know what they're doing, and they will encourage you to do the best you possibly can. So I don't know where you guys are in terms of what your plan is, and I can't force anybody to do anything in my life. All I can do is offer my experience, and this is my point, that you can try the fad diets and you can make all the excuses in the world. You know, what if I'm the biggest? What if I can't do this? I haven't seen anybody on the website my size. Well, believe me, there's been some big people, myself included, going to camp, and it is absolutely achievable. I just pose the question, you know, what if you don't do it? You know, what is the consequence to your life? Not only that, not only all of the great positive stuff about losing weight, there's talks on nutrition and exercise, and probably most significantly what you can do when you get back. So how can I possibly sustain weight loss? Well, you can. I mean, actually it is math. You probably burn off more than you put in, and I think we can all work that one out. But you need a starting point, and boot camp for me gave me that starting point. I have a goal that I want to achieve over the next 3 to 6 months, and I will get there. My food and my eating habits have changed completely, going from not really eating to eating 3 meals a day, snacks, you know, nuts and fruit, and eating the right foods in between. And believe it or not, it's not rocket science, but it actually really does work. So that was kind of all I wanted to say, and I just want, you know, anybody that's in the same position that I was in. Yes, I know I've still got a long way to go, but honestly, it's changed my life. I mean, it's just changed my life. To be able to walk into a shop and dare to try on a pair of jeans that's 2 sizes smaller than when I went away 2 weeks ago, and they fit, and they're diesel, and I really like them, and I went into Superdry and bought some clothes from there that I've never fitted in Superdry before in my life. It's a bloody good feeling, you know, and it's something that's achievable. I'm not saying it's not without its hard work, because you've got to work. You know, you get in what you put out, and if you don't push yourself over the week or 2 weeks or whatever, or 3 days, whichever camp you decide to do, then don't expect results. You know, there isn't a magic button, but there's the coaching, there's the training, there's the correct way of eating, and it's within all our capabilities to do it. Hopefully I'll you know, maybe report back in 6 months' time and let you know how I'm going. But I just want you to know that you're not on your own. It's a family. All the guys, Dan and Caroline, Colette and Comrade, and any others that you may meet along the way, are all extremely professional. They're all really nice. You know, you feel like you become part of their little club, and you're never let to feel inadequate, insecure. They really do care about people, and they will push you. So my only advice to you is just do it. Just do it.